What is up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Guns, Nerds, and Steel. Today I'm going to introduce you to all of the new features released in the long-awaited Alpha 20 update for 7 Days to Die. There are timestamps below if you would like to skip around and reference back in the future, but otherwise, let's begin. More than 1,300 shapes are now available inside the crafting menu, and many more will be added in the future. You can now build directly from whichever material you have available. Your options are weak wood, wood, cobblestone, concrete, and steel. Wet concrete and the drying phase have been removed from the game, and so has reinforced concrete. However, the block hit points have been rebalanced to adjust for this. The nail gun speed has also been improved. The block selection screen has been adjusted to give you a clearer picture of the shapes that are available, with helpful sorting buttons and filters. There is a new block stability preview feature which will alert you to the structural integrity of your building as you add blocks to it. White outline indicates stability, yellow outline indicates support has reached its limit, and the pink outline means that the block you're about to place will collapse. 175 new points of interest have been added into the game, and 25 old POIs have been reimagined. There are now 550 explorable locations, including 7 Tier 5 POIs and 29 Tier 4s, giving extra variety to the late game. The new dynamic imposter system will be implemented, allowing for distant buildings and terrain features to be accurately rendered to the player no matter where they are. Navezgane has been revamped with the new POIs and some new terrain features, but more extensive work has been reserved for Alpha 21. Navezgane will be the setting for a planned story mode in the future, which will be fully implemented for the gold release of the game. The magnum opus of Alpha 20 is Random World Gen, and it has completely transformed the game. Here's the breakdown of how it works. You'll be able to generate 6K, 8K, or 10K maps. You can customize your experience with sliders. Generation time is drastically improved, roughly 1 minute per kilometer on an average computer. You will get a preview of the seed that you're about to explore before starting. Artist-created terrain features will be stamped across the landscape for a more realistic and immersive world. Cities will be a self-contained unit with one trader at the entrance. Traders will give you quest options within that city or at local towns. Within the city will be districts. There are downtown, industrial, commercial, residential, rural, country town, wilderness, and country residential. Only appropriate POIs will be allowed to populate these districts. Cities will be formed using tiles. Tiles are essentially extremely large POIs which will be interconnected with seamless borders. The tile will be appropriate for the district in which it is placed. Within a tile are buckets of various sizes. Buckets are empty locations in which a POI will be generated. The POI generated inside the bucket will be appropriate for the tile, which will then be appropriate for the district, and it will conform to new POI size requirements, which are now classified as small, medium, large, and extra large. Within a POI or within a tile, there are also parts. Parts are like mini buckets. A very small POI can spawn inside a part, for example, a construction scene or a vegetable stand or a food cart. With all of these new layers of world generation, the variety and replayability is increased exponentially. All non-player characters and enemies are now HD. Football player, cheerleader, farmer, and cowboy have been removed. Improvements have also been made to rendering and textures to provide better performance, and several zombies will make their debut as well. New jiggle tech has been developed for the cop, Big Mama, lab tech, soldier, mutated zombie, and the new screamer. A new shader system has been introduced to give a much more vibrant appearance to the burned and radiated zombies. A new dismemberment system is being developed. Zombie Steve is fully implemented for this feature, but all zombies will eventually share in his misfortune. Loads of new items have been added and hundreds of others have been updated to HD. Too many to go over here, so I'll leave it up to you to discover these improvements on your own. But let's have a look at a few of the most important ones right now. Primitive pipe weapons have been introduced. The pipe pistol, shotgun, rifle, and machine gun will be available in loot starting on day 1 and can be crafted on day 1 as well using pipes, glue, and wood. And they are repairable using pipes. They will fire regular ammo types and they will benefit from the associated firearm perks. They are hindered by long reload times and stats that compare quite poorly to the tier 1 firearms, but oftentimes something is better than nothing in the early game. The blunderbuss has been forever removed from the game. Archery weapons have been buffed across the board as an additional early game ranged weapon option. The old marksman rifle has been replaced with a new lever action rifle, which is considered a tier 2 rifle, falling between the tier 1 hunting rifle, which was also redone, and the tier 3 sniper rifle released in Alpha 19. A new pipe baton makes its debut, which will precede the stun baton. Vehicle mods are now available, and there are 5. Expanded seating allows 2 players to ride a motorcycle or mini bike and 4 players to ride in the 4x4 truck. The fuel saver increases the fuel efficiency of any vehicle. The reserve fuel tank increases the fuel capacity of the vehicle by 50%. Off-road headlights give better visibility at night. And the supercharger increases acceleration and top speed by 10%. You can also tint your vehicle with dye. The standard color is now white. Along with all the new HD weapons, weapon mods have also been redone. Each mod will now have a unique appearance depending on which weapon you put it on. Some weapon mods will have a professional, tactical appearance, while others will have a more rustic, homemade appearance. The long-awaited drone has finally arrived.
Powering up. All systems go.
It is a member of the robotics family, but does not count against your allotted number of concurrently active robots. The primary function is to allow for inventory storage, but mods can be applied to give it special functions. The armor plating mod increases the drone's defenses. The cargo mod increases the drone's carrying capacity. The medic mod gives the drone the ability to heal the player.
Let me help you with that injury.
The morale booster mod gives stamina regen plus 10% when near the drone. And the headlamp mod gives the drone a headlight. There are a couple of new interesting door options, including the manhole cover, shutters, and the cellar doors. There are now new quest types to add variety to questing. At tier 2, in addition to the fetch and or clear, there will also now be a restore power quest in which you are tasked with entering a building at night to find 1 or more generators and turn them back on, restoring the lights and restoring some interactive parts such as electric doors. Be on your guard as you finish the quest, as there will be a bit of a climactic battle to close things out. We will also see the addition of the Tier 3 buried supplies. A Tier 1 buried supply chest will contain either food, drink, or recipes, while Tier 2 and Tier 3 buried supply chests will contain weapons, armor, mods, or schematics. Each time you dig down enough to reduce the dig radius, a wave of zombies will spawn to attack you on the new Tier 3 buried supplies. After completing 10 Tier 1 jobs, there will be a special reward waiting for you at the end. Among the options is a bicycle. Loot progression has been tweaked a little bit, and I'll be making a video entirely on that subject in the future, so stay tuned for that. But for now, plan on finding significantly less food, ammo, and antibiotics in your loot. But all traders have a 50% chance of carrying antibiotics, so keep that in mind if you develop an infection. There are now tiered loot chests. Loot inside a chest found in a Tier 5 POI will be dramatically better than the loot found in a chest of a Tier 1 POI, incentivizing you to hunt for better loot in more dangerous locations. New Z-packs have been developed with scaled loot inside, yellow for standard zombies, but now blue for strong zombies and red for boss zombies. Trader stocks have been rebalanced to limit how game-changing items could be purchased on day 1. For example, you will no longer be able to purchase a quality 1 ranged weapon from a trader. However, quality 2 is still fair game. There is now a loot modifier depending on which biome you're in. Each biome will give you a flat increase to your loot stage, plus a percentage after that. For the Pine Forest, you get no bonus whatsoever. In the Burnt Forest and in the Desert, you will get plus 10 to your loot stage, then you will get plus 50% on top of that. In the Snow biome, you will get a plus 20 increase to your loot stage, and then a plus 100% after that. And in the Wasteland, you get the biggest bonus of all, plus 30 to your loot stage and plus 150% bonus after that. There is now a game option that you can activate in order to turn on Feral Sense. There are 4 options: off, on during the day, on at night, or both. Feral Sense increases the distance at which zombies can hear or see you. In the past, you may have wandered by zombies that you never knew were there. But with Feral Sense, they will wake up more easily, giving you the impression that there are more zombies in the world. Zombies can now duck down to help them not get stuck in certain situations. They cannot fit into a 1 meter high area, but a 1.5 meter high area is fair game. Head tracking has been improved, and the new mutant zombie has been given a new type of attack, an area of effect burst in addition to his normal melee attack. There are a ton more new and exciting things that have arrived with Alpha 20, such as the new dynamic music during Horde Night, improved weather, and interesting features such as Twitch integration. But many of these will have to be the subject of dedicated videos. Here's my pitch to you. Hit the subscribe button and become a Nerd of Steel, and I'll continue to present to you news, deep dives into game features and mechanics, tutorials, base builds, and Let's Play content. Alpha 20 has arrived, but new game features are already in the works for point updates, Alpha 21, and beyond. And I'll be here to give you the lowdown every step of the way. But until then, I wish you all the very best. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. While you're waiting for the next video, check out the links below for more content, ways to support the channel, and ways to become a Nerd of Steel. You can catch me on the Discord, Twitter, at the weekly livestream, or in the comment section down below. Huge thank you to all of my supporters who help grow and shape this channel. My name is TIMECODES, and I hope that I've earned your subscription today. I'll see you next time.